Hi, this is Ryan Donnelly, coming at you again with some other questions that we get frequently from our sellers. Biggest one of which is, now that you are prepared to sell your house, when is the best time to come on, and why is it a good time to sell my house now? Basically, like any market, whether it be financial or real estate driven, every market has cycles. As it's more profound in real estate, however. If you are thinking of putting your house on the market, and let's say we're in November, the best marketing strategy I could tell you is that in December you will see the lowest trough in the real estate cycle for the year. Immediately afterwards, however, is a very special time. In the mid-January to late February time, it's basically what I call jumping the spring market, where there's very little inventory on the market. The buyers are coming out because the holidays are over, their family's growing, they're moving out from Manhattan, they're moving from an apartment, and the amount of buyers starts raising up as the amount of inventory stays constant. So things that have been sitting out there are trading, and the smartest people are the ones who come on at that point because in a simple, supply and demand model, the higher the demand, the higher the price. So if you're planning on doing that, a lot of people think the spring market is come on in May, June. That is not a horrible time of year to come on. However, to get the maximum for your price, if timing's not an issue for you, the mid to late February market is it's not looked at much, but you have to consider yourself as a purchaser. If you had 3 children, you're buying a $1 million home, you probably want to be in contract by the springtime so that you can close as soon as schools are over, or schools are finishing up, so you can get acclimated with the town. You can have your kids join the pool and start them with sports. So by the time school actually does start in September 1 or around there, your kids have friends, they're settled, your spouse is settled, you know what restaurants to go to. You're not just jumping into a community, you're actually kind of just gently sitting down into it. In terms of the spring market, the market will continue from January all the way up until basically June, middle of June. It will be at its peak in about early May. Again, if you're thinking about it, there's really no time. You can always put your house on the market. There's always going to be a buyer for it. However, just in terms of in terms of getting the most for your house, you will see that middle of July to the end of August are just pretty much a ghost town. There will be serious buyers out there who will be incredibly serious about buying your home. However, because usually the inventory is now, the supply has grown because the spring market's now over and the buyers are less and the supply is higher, the buyers are going to be negotiating way much further on your house than they would have been in the spring when there was less on to choose from. Because if a buyer knows that your house is not the only house out there, if you're a 3-bedroom split-level home for $700,000 and there's 4 other homes exactly like yours, there's very little chance that they're going to give you a full asking price offer or offer you a great price for your house. They're going to be really negotiating with you. So it's always, when you look at it from a supply and demand standpoint, you want to come on when the supply is low and demand is high. If again the summertime, if you wanted to just hold off because you have personal engagements during August, as most people do, the market will actually it will rise back up after Labor Day, and we will have a bit of a hump, not as big as a spring, but you will have a fall market which is about a third as big as a spring market. However, it is a market, and there's a lot of people buying there, and then basically you have from about after Labor Day until about Thanksgiving, and then that 2.5 months, there's a solid amount of trades going on in every community, and then you have Thanksgiving to Christmas is the low point. So it's very important to there's never a bad time to put your house on the market, but if you're calling me up in the middle of August and you say you need to sell it right away, it's it's kind of like our hands are tied because we can't get you a high price for your house when there is a huge supply on the market and very low demand. So it's just something to look at when you're considering selling your home. Thanks very much.